Happy New Year, boys and girls. So good to be with you today. So we hope you've had a wonderful holiday season and that you've been able to share it with your families. It's been a difficult year for us with the COVID, but we know that we've been awful blessed and grateful for all that we have. So last week, Mr. Ken and Miss Martha shared the story of the birth of Jesus when the angels appeared to the shepherds and told them about the birth, and then they followed the star to witness the birth and see Jesus Christ. This week we're going to talk about how the Magi, or the three wise men, followed the eastern star to also go visit Jesus and to bring him gifts. And they brought him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, which are frankincense and myrrh are parts of a plant that provide perfume and medicines and incense. So, what kind of gifts would you want to bring Jesus? And what kind of gifts has Jesus brought to us? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to read the story next, and then we're going to go to the video, and then Mr. Tim is going to do a craft with you. So we'll see you in a bit. Well, hello, boys and girls. Find you a comfortable place in your house and get your family activity book, and we're going to read the story of the Magi, which is Matthew 2, 1 through 12. But before we get to the story, I wanted to remind you or share with you what the faith word was of this week, and it is include. So with the birth of Jesus, God wanted to include everyone in that celebration. So we're all included, you're included, so that we can also be a part of this process of joy and sharing the news of Jesus Christ and God's love. Okay, so here's the story of the Magi. The Magi were probably men from the east who studied the stars. When they saw a new star appear, they believed it meant that the king had been born. They followed the star to find the new king and to honor him with gifts. King Herod was also interested in the new king and asked the Magi to let him know where they found this child. The Magi found the child Jesus at home with his mother, Mary. Overjoyed, the Magi fell to their knees and honored the child with gifts. So I wonder, what gifts would you bring to Jesus? What gifts does Jesus bring to us? Did you know that the same stars are seen all over the world by all kinds of people? Stars can remind us that God sent Jesus for everyone. God wants us to include everyone in our community. So as you look at the stars, think of all the people around the world who are looking at these same stars. Say a prayer for the people you do not know, but who are part of your community through Jesus. Now let's go to the video and hear the story. Bye.
Greetings, friends. I'm Carly. Today's story is about the Magi that went to see Jesus and honor him. Another name for the Magi is the wise men. The Magi followed the east star and found Jesus. But the Magi didn't just come to see Jesus, they also brought him gifts. They brought him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These certainly are not normal gifts for a baby. They're not toys or new blankets. The Magi knew that Jesus was special, and they wanted to honor him with the best gifts they could think of. The Magi were not people you'd expect to come visit a baby, but God wanted to include them in the story. God wants to include all of us in God's story. To include means to welcome all of God's children in God's love. God sets the example for us by sharing the news of Jesus' birth with people from all different places, like the shepherds and the Magi. Wait, I just realized something. You and I are also part of the story because we're told about the amazing story of Jesus' birth. Of course, we don't need to bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I don't even know what all of those things are. But we can do things that honor Jesus, and we can share God's story. Like the Magi, we all come from different places, and we also have unique gifts to offer. Regardless of who we are all included in God's story. I am so happy to be included, aren't you? Now it's your turn to wonder.
Boys and girls, it's time for our craft. You know, the star played a really big part in the story of the birth of Jesus. So I would like to encourage you to get a piece of paper and draw a star on it. A big star like this. And the words you can write in there are the things that you can do to be a gift to someone else. Like, I can be a good friend by doing something. Or I can help others by whatever you can do. You can be an example of Jesus by doing something kind to someone. And I can serve at church by doing something. So draw a really big star and write the things that you can do to make sure that you can be a star to someone else too. And also, you'll be getting in the mail your activity book. And we're going to go to this one on page 11. And this looks like a big circle with some other circles in it. But we're going to very carefully punch this out. Very slowly. Yeah. And there's also more to punch out besides just the circle. If you go to this really dark ring right here, there's a place to punch that out. And this is going to be the tail of the star. See? Punching very carefully, holding it and tearing it apart like that. See that tail getting longer and longer? Get all the way so you get into the middle of this thing. Okay, a little bit more. All the way in very, very carefully. And you've got the star with a big tail on it. So then take a piece of tape, a very small piece of tape, and a piece of ribbon or string or something, and tape it to that, and then tape that to the very middle of the star. And then when you lift it up like this, you have got a star with a big tail in it, and it will blow in the wind and just be really pretty for you to have to remember the star that they followed to find Jesus, and the star that you can be to someone else. It was good being with you this week, boys and girls. Now we'll have the song, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.
There's nothing common about your grace. The way you grow such beauty from the dirt. It doesn't matter the time or place. You're right here with us even when we hurt. 'Cause you weave us together like the seasons. Good news is only good if it's for everyone. So we welcome, 'cause you welcome. We bless tallest tree grows from the smallest seed. The greatest strength up from the deepest roots. And there's a story in every leaf, a ring for everything that we've been through, with branches reaching out in all directions. We hold each other up to reach the heavens. We welcome, 'cause you welcome. We bless, 'cause we're blessed. On everything that you fashion, you poured out your love like the rain and the sun. Every tribe, every tongue, you welcome everyone. So we welcome everyone. Is welcome here, free of shame and free of fear. Even if we disagree, everyone is family. We bring friends and enemies to the feast, where we welcome, 'cause you welcome. Oh, we bless, because we're blessed.